Thank you so much for this honor, and it's meaningful because I truly love SPA and so grateful for my years as a Spartan. I want to begin by thanking my parents. My story includes coming to SPA in 5th grade. There were a lot of things in my life going the wrong direction at that point, and my mother, who is single, went back to school. She was only making $7,200 a year, and tuition cost $5,000. But she made a way, and we lived in Minneapolis, and so she also figured out how to bring me to school. And then my dad, Gary, as they married later, made many sacrifices too. So I thank them to start out with, and then I want to go down memory lane with some sports. Coming to 5th grade at SPA and knowing no one, it was some of the staff, the principal, George Schumacher, the basketball coach, Tim Elkert. For PE, had Mr. Hegseth, and all of those were like friends to me. It was more than just the sport or being there at school. They set the tone. And I remember also Mike Brown teaching at the lower school, and later he would be my baseball coach, and I remember him bringing us to Florida. I remember even when he fined us a 12-pack of Coke for leaving our equipment out, we knew that he cared, and even paid his own money so we could play in a stadium. And then with basketball, Doug Laird, he told us this team, he knew our grade was strong. He said, we're not going to lose very often. And that stuck with us for the 4 years. We had George and then Coach Tomford, and they would tell me, take it to the basket, play intentional, be aggressive, don't be passive. That's a good life lesson. And then with soccer, I had the Akale brothers, Christian and Ralph. The phrase that sticks with me is no complacency. We had success on the field, but they guarded the culture, no complacency. And we're not going to get full of ourselves. We're going to play together, we're going to play humble, and that continued with Buzz Lagos. You know, Buzz Lagos saw me as a basketball player and the potential to be a goalkeeper. And on those upper fields, he trained me how to catch a soccer ball with the W. I had no idea how to do that. He trained me, he gave me opportunities. In the summer, it was club soccer. We would pile into his station wagon, and without seatbelts, as many players in the way back as we could fit. But he would pick us up, give us rides, do whatever it takes. And his passion, you know, yes, I can still hear him, yes, he likes it. And same with math, he would be teaching us the law of modus ponens, and there would be chalk flying everywhere. But that passion for the game, one life lesson that stood out to me was with soccer. We were a little like David going against Goliath, playing the biggest schools. And then we played in the Metrodome, 6,000 fans. My junior year, I was so nervous. We still won the game 3-1, but I played scared. And then senior year, we went up against Wayzata. We won in a shootout. And I just remember enjoying that with teammates, the moment. And it taught me that you can't play with fear. You can't give fear too much power. That lesson stuck with me, and it's something I still communicate as I speak with teams in all different sports around the nation. I went on to play, in college at Dartmouth and then professionally in Scotland and Africa. But at SPA, it was the culture and the character and the relationships that were built that stayed consistent with me. And those coaches, their words would stay with me as well. Their impact went beyond SPA. And I'm not there tonight because I'm serving with the under-20 national team for soccer. I'm a chaplain, and that was a role I never anticipated. But at Dartmouth, I opened the Bible for the first time and started a relationship with God. Now I'm able to care for players who go through tragedies. I know what it's like to be a pro player and some of the trauma that they have, the injuries, the contracts, and I love walking with them. It's the same way that my coaches at SPA came alongside of me. And the experience I had at SPA, the years there, truly transformed my life. And I just want to say thank you to the school for continuing the strong traditions. Because at SPA, there's a consistent culture of close community, a high standard of excellence, and learning how to persevere. I really want to thank my parents, my teammates, coaches, and also all of my teachers. As a student, I was the recipient of friendships, incredible generosity, training, and people that truly cared. And that's something that stays with me today.